What is up? Here we are, we're live. We're here in Florence, Alabama, Lake Pickwick for the Bassmaster Elite Series that's starting tomorrow, Thursday, March 18th. It's March 17th today. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Ha ha ha. I'm here in the house waiting. It's been storming all day. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't go out there. I mean, it was awful storms this morning. I definitely could have gone out for about 2 to 3 hours in the midday, but I had already gotten everything done, and as far as my tackle is concerned, and then I wasn't gonna run out there. I had some different stuff I had to take care of today, so I did all that and ready to rock and roll for this derby. I think, possibly, I hope, fingers crossed. Conditions are changing here. We've got a crap ton of rain, and before this rain came, the TVA had sucked Pickwick down to about the lowest level it's been in about 4 years. And what's up, Bruce? I see you there. It's been the lowest it's been in about 4 years. So they were prepared for all this rain, but it's still they kept it around 408. If you're familiar, that's above elevation. What do you think? Do you think you have a chance at winning? Of course I have a chance at winning. I mean, I'm fishing in this derby. Might get on a little something. But as this deal is going to be evolving and changing, because like I was explaining, water level is about 408, and the water is coming up. So tomorrow it's going to be about 410. So it's going to be 2 feet higher than it was basically during the practice period. And then on Friday, it's going to be about another foot higher than that. Whenever the water rises at Lake Pickwick, usually that makes the fish bite. On most all these TVA lakes, as the water slowly starts to rise, as long as it's not out of control or like super flooded or anything, as long as it starts to creep on up and it's not too high and it doesn't get blown out, the fish usually bite pretty good. So I think tomorrow the fish are going to bite. At least I hope they bite for me. And everybody else in the house here, Ed, Brian Schmidt, Derek Hudnall, we're all staying here. They're in the other room watching the Weather Channel, watching all this craziness go on. As you can see from the background, this house that we're staying at, it's been renovated, but it looks like they took all the furniture out from like this old house and put it back in. It looks like a Susan B. Anthony museum or something. I mean, you can see look at that old picture. It's awesome. They got all this old furniture, except for the bed. Most everything else is old in here. I mean, shoot, it could be Helen Keller's. Shoot, Helen Keller's from Tuscumbia or Muscle Shoals, one or the other, right across the river. Pretty cool, I think. They have a little museum over there I've never been to, but I'd like to get over there at some point. So back to the fishing. Sorry, I got distracted just talking about stuff. But the fishing, like I said, I think it's going to be pretty good. There's going to be some big fish caught. So stay tuned for that. If you're going to be watching live, I mean, should be fun. I'm not going to be on live, at least tomorrow on Thursday. I'm going to try to really sack them up heavily and try to get on live Thursday, Friday, or Friday, Saturday, Sunday, somewhere in there. If things could hopefully work out. It's been a deal of find the grass. And that's definitely one bite. There's the tail race bite, or there's the going down past all the grass and then just go fishing and do like normal fishing stuff. There's kind of 3 different bites that'll be going on. I think that all 3 of them have the potential to do well. The tail race deal, it's the current's really getting cranked up, and I think that may suck the fish out in the middle. It may suck them over to the bank. That could be good. I'm not planning on really doing that too much. I may do that like at the end of the day or something. I doubt it. As long as I'm getting bit, I'm going to do the grass thing. I'm hitting the grass hard tomorrow. It is not Bruce. It is not Derek's Home Furnishings, but it's good. That's good. That's good. You should have said it was it Ed's, because Ed Larkin's the oldest one in the house, so it could have been his. But he does not have these kind of tastes. I know Ed. But yeah, I think that's what I'm going to try to do. Rolling around with a Spro Little John with that water coming up. Be throwing chatterbaits, and I got a few other tricks up my sleeve Will there be any sight fishing? No, I do not think there will be any sight fishing, especially with the water coming up. The water's pretty dirty here at Pickwick this week. Even the stuff out of the current off the channel is still pretty dirty. I don't think there's going to be any sight fishing. And these fish, they don't spawn here until the lake comes up to summer pool, which happens in April. Once April comes, I think this fish it'll come up and it'll be they'll get to spawn in really heavy. I think they're trying to do it a little bit. I think a couple weeks ago when that water popped up, they started to go a little bit, but I just think that I think that those fish are they're just kind of waiting for that. That's what happens on Wheeler. It's what happens on Chickamauga. All those fish kind of wait for that water to come up and then go to the deal. And somebody's asking if their smallmouth will be a factor. Yeah, I think they will be. There's going to be some good smallmouth weighed in. I've heard of multiple 5-pound smallmouth weighed in. I mean, some of the guys in the house did. I have yet to see a smallmouth, which I never caught a smallmouth in practice or the tournament at Fort Loudon. A little disappointed about that. And maybe there'll be a little of that action tomorrow on the end of my line. That's what I'm hoping for that. It'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a lot of fun. Like I said, man, if you can tune in, you may want to watch because I think there's going to be some big ones. These fish are really fat and really healthy when you do catch one, and I don't care where they are. I mean, even at the tail race or the grass or just fishing down lake, these fish are really chunky. The largemouth, smallmouth here. Smallmouth down here in the south don't have the same proportions as they do up north. They just have different dimensions. They don't have the same diet. Those gobies up north, man, they really make those fish fat as a butterball up there and just really thick and dense and heavy. These ones are long, lean. I don't know if you want to call that traditional smallmouth or southern smallmouth. I think that I just call them southern smallmouth. They got all those shad in their bellies that are kind of like slim fast compared to those gobies from up north, I guess. But Chris Saldane, yes. Chris Saldane, I think Chris could stand to have a really good tournament. I promise you he's going to have that daggone mag draft in his hand. I think mag draft will play here. And somebody asked about doing a review on that Mega Live. Whenever it comes out, I don't know that I'm going to buy it, but I will try to jump in somebody's boat that has it and give you a review of it. I would expect from Humminbird that Mega Live is going to be like fire. It'll be good. I've got the active target back at the house. I have yet to install it. I will and do something on that for sure for you guys. But yeah, just still learning what I got right now and trying to figure all that stuff out, the electronics wise. Electronics here are a factor. It's amazing. The more tournaments I fish, the more different types of places that I fish, the more I found out what I was missing. With the live type view, I've got the live scope on my boat now, and then with the 360, they both, in conjunction, make a big difference when you're fishing. And I'm using it here, a couple different ways. It's a big deal, both of those. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow. We'll try to get out there. If anybody has any more questions, be sure to hit me up down there in the comments. Got to show off my TH Marine. They're from the Huntsville area, not too far from here. TH Marine, good people, make a lot of good products, and definitely like representing them. So I want to give a shout out to TH Marine. Usually don't do too much of that here with these things, but I wanted to give some shout outs to TH Marine. Like I said, long time supporters of them, and they've been long time supporters of mine. Appreciate the good luck. And if anybody has any more questions, drop them down in the comment. I will try to get to them either later tonight or some other time. So appreciate everybody watching, and be sure to tune in to Bassmaster Live tomorrow. Not saying I'm going to be on there, but I think it will be highly entertaining if you want to see that. All right, take care. Once I can figure out how to cut it off.